Welcome to Thirst Tea Thursday with Jenna and Barrett.
A podcast for college students, made by college students, covering the tea of everyday life.
Hello, Miss Jenna. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
2021 is here.
Thank the Lord. I'm so happy about that.
2020.
I have no words for 2020.
Forget you. Ooh,
Yeah, true.
Ooh. Come on, CeeLo Green.
But yeah, 2020, what a year. Everybody thought it was going to be the best year ever. That was
And we were wrong.
completely wrong. What'd you do for New Year's, Barrett?
We went over to a friend's house, like a family friend's house, and we just hung out over there, played some ping pong, played some darts.
Ooh, that's fun.
Did some fireworks, all casual. Oh, and I worked.
Yeah, the huge, yeah.
What did you do?
I was watching Vampire Diaries. Yes, Jenna started watching Vampire Diaries, and I'm addicted. I watched 5 episodes last night, and then my parents watched the entire trilogy of Back to the Future.
Well, why not?
Don't ask me why. It ended right at midnight, and my dad was so proud of himself. Like, it literally said the end, like, as midnight struck.
That's iconic.
But I know, and he was boasting about it all morning. He's like, man, I wish I could do that again. Whatever.
Yeah, that's, I've only seen those movies a few times, so I wouldn't be watching them on New Year's
It's
Eve.
my mother's favorite movie.
Got it.
And it's, like, fine, but
Yeah,
whatever.
I think they're decent.
Yeah. Okay, so for today's guest, we have Mr. COLE DUHON.
Oh, Jesus, okay, I can finally start talking. I've been trying to hold in my laughter this whole time.
Cole and I are currently recording in my car outside of Miss Doss Rec.
The parking lot.
But
She's ridiculous.
It's fine. It's the usual.
I got a text at 8 o'clock this morning. So, do you want to come to the Doss Rec parking lot where we can record the podcast? I'm like, okay.
Hey, you know what?
It's a space.
Starting 2021 off right.
Sure.
Girl, we're trying. Well, welcome, Cole.
Hello, how have y'all been?
Oh, we've been here. We're here and we're happy.
I'm
Yes.
finally on the podcast after begging Jenna for literally 4 weeks.
The first episode came out and he said, I better be your first guest.
And then I learned that Emma was your first guest, and I was like, okay, whatever, it's Emma. I'll forgive her.
And
Then I was supposed to be the second guest.
But Cole decided that he wanted to go to the playoff game.
I did not. Okay, so I'm still angry about that because I got voluntold that I was going to go to a Canyon playoff game in Katy.
Which is like 2 hours away.
Yeah,
Like, it's
and
pretty
then
far.
they ended up canceling because the other team got COVID. And I was
Right.
home alone the entire day.
Well,
Oh,
you're here
sadness.
now.
I am here now.
That's
I'm
all that matters.
I'm finally gracing the podcast with my beautiful voice.
Oh my god. Okay, so, Cole, how did we meet?
Okay,
That's-
so
starting question.
Let's
there's
just start it off with a bang, shall
okay,
we?
so I have 2 answers to this question. So the first answer is whenever I first saw you, and I didn't know
Lord.
who you were.
Oh my god.
I didn't know who you were yet. All I know is that it was okay. Picture this: middle school, 8th grade.
Not my finest moment.
Me and Jenna both made the Region 12 Band 1, which is like the top band for Region Band.
Flex on him.
And I was sitting in the 2nd row, and Jenna sat in the 3rd row, like right behind me. And I remember turning around and seeing this girl who looked like Cindy Lou Who with this giant like mushroom bun on her head with the goofiest buck teeth I have ever
It was
seen.
before my braces, and I had a top knot phase. I still have like a top knot phase, but whatever.
And then I learned that she went to the other middle school that feeds into Canyon. And then I think we met, like, I actually started talking to you whenever we were both in Manderson's class.
That's what I was
4th
gonna
period geography, Manderson's class in freshman year.
say. Once again, not my finest moment. I hated that class with my whole heart, but
Do you remember whenever I screamed that Canada wasn't a country?
there were so many things screamed in that class that
We're
I
the reason that
choose to
Manderson
forget.
decided to retire.
Yeah. But, yeah, I would say that that's how we met, and we've been best friends ever since.
No need to scream, baby doll. It is
Sadly.
early. Well, it's not early.
It is
It's
very-
12:30, I guess.
Okay, taking a pause real quick. I thought that Barrett was not going to wake up for this podcast.
She doubted me. She was praying for my downfall, but guess who was up? Me.
It was
So come
11
for me.
o'clock.
Come for my neck.
We were recording
Come for
at
my name.
noon. I was like, Barrett, podcast at noon. He didn't reply, for another, 20 minutes. And he was like, you didn't think I was going to wake up? I was like, no.
No, she praying for my downfall.
She's preying on your downfall.
Whatever. So, going back to how we met, Cole, how did you meet Barrett?
Oh,
Okay.
Where all things happen.
Okay, so, like Barrett said, the source of all things is Das Rec. Barrett
Aquatics!
came in, I believe it was July of 2019 to Das Rec, maybe June. I remember the first time I saw him, I was on stand on our competition pool, and I was watching this guard class going down, and I looked over, and there were some familiar faces in that guard class, because Maddie got promoted, or not promoted, she got certified. I knew Alyssa. I had seen John around school. But I didn't, and then there was that Reagan guy, oh my god. I remember everybody talking about him.
Who didn't talk about Reagan? Everybody was who is this? And then he was leaving, so it doesn't really matter.
I didn't think he was cute. I mean, he's good looking, but, not my type.
I don't even remember Reagan, TBH.
Anyways,
Reagan Hopper goes to Texas Tech.
He goes to Tech?
T.
So I remember whenever Barrett first started working at Dawes, I was very intimidated because I had never seen somebody match my intensity in that kind of way that Barrett matches it. And it was very off-putting. So for the first summer that you were here, I was very scared of you and very intimidated.
Yeah, me and Cole didn't fully get along until when I left.
When you left and came back after quarantine and you started talking to Jenna, that's whenever I feel like we really started talking and communicating a little bit more.
I brought y'all together.
I would agree. And the first summer, Barrett, I don't know, people I think were terrified of Barrett. But now, the second summer, everybody was like, oh no, he's chill and he's back. And then life's fine.
Yeah.
I would definitely say that, yeah, Jenna definitely helped fix what was going on there.
Fate brought y'all together, and by fate, I mean me.
Girl, if you're fate, we're screwed.
Oh, I'm sick of being bullied on this podcast.
Oh, get ready, girl, because I'm here.
Oh, I know. Anyways, so Cole, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, favorite hobbies.
So, I work at Das Rec, obviously, because I know both of you. I actually took Jenna's position as a manager when she left for college.
Mm-hmm. Still salty, but whatever.
I'm currently a freshman student at Texas Lutheran University, and I know that on the podcast thing it says that I'm double majoring, but technically I'm still only majoring in education. I'm adding the performance major.
Music education.
Yes, music education. I cannot do regular education. I would not be able to handle that.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm a music education major currently. The struggle is real because we are very, very busy people. I have 14 classes that only, I think 5 of them count for credit, and I still have to do all the work for all 14.
Brad.
So that's fun. And then on top of that, I'm at rehearsals every day of some kind because I decided that this is what I wanted my life to be.
Dude, I don't know how you did it. By, the end of my junior year, I was so done with band.
Girl,
I was waiting for the moment where I could put down my instrument and never pick it up again.
Okay, well, you also had a very different junior year experience than I had. We kind of went opposite directions in that sense.
Yes, so, a little backstory. Jenna was a part of the leadership team.
Our sophomore year.
Sophomore year. I was Miss Quartermaster.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
So I was also on said leadership team. I had
We
a little
tried
bit more
out-
responsibility
I
because
thought I
I
did
was a
pretty,
section
like,
leader.
okay.
Let me
Finish
Pretty
the
good.
story. You know, like,
So-
I thought it was, like, fine.
There were 7 of us. I remember
There were
that.
7, and they took
Start off with
4
drum
major auditions. Jenna was
The-
5th. Drum
Weren't you
major,
tied
if
for
y'all
6th,
don't know,
too?
band
Weren't you and
is,
Helena
like,
tied?
the top leadership
Yeah.
position to get.
Jenna was
People that
the
conduct
first
band.
alternate.
One of the 4 magically disappeared, I would have taken those.
And it wouldn't have been me.
Anyway,
In the words of Alyssa Edwards, you were a lovely first alternate.
First alternate.
whatever.
We'll
So
get into that in a little bit.
I was devastated. Obviously, Cole got it. I was like, "Yay, woohoo!" But we still had our band auditions the next week.
Oh my god. Oh, I forgot that everything was just not going
And
for you.
my sophomore year, I was in the top band. You know, like doing my thing, not being good at my instrument, but like I was like better than I was above
I would
average.
say you were
right?
above average.
So do my audition, and I get moved down a band, which like doesn't seem like a big deal, but it kind of killed my confidence, low key.
I remember that day, the day that the results came out, where Mr. Adam got, he stood in front of the class and he was like, I'm going to be entirely real with all of you. Not everybody in this band is going to be in this band next semester. And by that, he was referring to Jenna and a couple other people, but...
I was heartbroken. My junior year, terrible band-wise, but like life-wise, I had so much fun.
Yeah. That's whenever you started working at DOST.
Yep, that's when we met Mrs. Dalsrag. But anyway, skipping junior year, senior year, try out for drum major again. We get it. Me and Cole are drum majors our senior year. And then make top band once again. It all ends up happy, but...
You were ready. You were done.
I
remember you were done.
Dude, band in high school literally makes me want to cry.
I will say, high school band is a lot different than college band. In college band, it's a lot more, it's like, you do a lot more of it on your own, and you kind of discover your, like, own love for music, because you have a little bit more opportunity, whereas in high school band, it's kind of like, you gotta do whatever the directors say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I definitely, in high school, I definitely enjoyed myself in band. I mean, obviously, like, I was like that band student. Like, I was the spokesperson for the Canyon High School band.
Google band kid and Cole would be the first picture to pop up.
My senior year of high school, instead of taking an off period, I decided I was going to take another band class instead. So my senior year of high school, I had 3 band classes. Junior year, I also had 3 band classes. Sophomore year, I had 2. Yeah, I had 2 band classes my sophomore year.
No.
I was that band kid.
Y'all are a bunch of nerds.
I know, and
I spent every waking moment in the band hall. I was only friends with band kids. I think that I can count the amount of kids that weren't in band that I was friends with on one hand. And chances are they were either a choir kid or a dancer.
Band, you know, it was part of my life that I'm happy for the memories, but we're moving on.
That's fair.
But, you know, I feel like music and majoring in that is, like, a lot more interesting than, like, a normal major. You know, like, it's different.
Yeah. So, I mean, I kind of struggle a little bit with, like, do I really want to be a music education major? Because, like, I was super into STEM and science. Like, up until my junior year of high school, I wanted to be, like, a genetic research person. Like, I wanted to go into genetic research. I wanted to do that. That's what I wanted to do. And then I kind of, like, started thinking, and I really, like, enjoy not touching students like that. I enjoy, like, reaching out. I enjoy, like, connecting with people and forming that kind of bond. And a lot of my directors in high school kind of did that with me. Mm-hmm. So I want to be that person, and I want to be that person for students who need it.
Yeah.
And then, like, even past that, like, I don't want to just be a band director for the rest of my life, because that doesn't pay a lot.
Yeah.
So I kind of started looking into a little bit more of, like, the legislative side of education, and maybe, like, going into, like, law, not education law, but, like, politics and education and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I was, because we have a friend, Anna, the one that wants to be president, so I was joking, I'm like, okay, whenever you become president, I need to be the Secretary of Education. But, like, in all honesty, like, that's, like, my dream job.
Yeah. I like it. So,
Sounds interesting.
We did have one question on your poll.
Oh, no.
And it was the most interesting thing you have learned about music theory.
Music theory? Okay, I thought that you were going to go with Drag Race on that one. Okay, music theory.
We'll talk about Drag Race in a second. That's going to be a long conversation.
The most... music theory is not interesting. I'm going to be real with you. Music theory is not interesting to me.
What is music theory? I'm not a band nerd, so I don't know what this is.
So the best way I can
get on our level, Barrett.
Babe, I'm trying. It's like if I started talking to you about ag, you'd be like, huh? Who? Where? What?
I forgot you were an ag-lead.
I forgot.
Oh, yeah, I was. FFA national champion. Come on, babe.
We love you, yeehaw. Anyway,
bring the king his crown.
Continue about music theory.
So music theory is kind of like... So if music is a clock, music theory is like the gears inside of the clock. So it's like... it's the science behind music. It's how everything works. It's what everything is based on. So,
work.
Music theory is the most interesting thing that I've probably learned in music theory. Honestly, part writing is very fun. Learning how to develop your own style of part writing, and kind of learn what you like hearing, what you think sounds good, and then kind of expressing yourself through that. Yeah. That's probably the most interesting part of it.
And I like that part too because all pieces are individual, and once you mash them together, it creates one epic thing, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, but music theory on its own, boring.
Jenna was not a fan of music theory.
Music, yeah, basic. Okay, but you never got in depth into music theory.
I mean, my private lesson teacher, Mr. Thomas, bless his heart, he would try to get me to learn music theory, but I was just not having it.
Music theory isn't for everybody. Let's just say that.
Yeah, it's a big brain. It messes up my brain. Anyway, so band is something that Cole and I have in common, but there's something that Barrett and Cole have in common.
I've been waiting for this topic.
And it is their love for Drag Race.
Oh my god.
The comedy, it's here.
Season 13 airs tonight, 8/7 Central. I will be tuning in. Do not bother me until 8:30 tonight.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I will not be.
Ooh. Okay, so based off of promos, I've been kind of staying away from it because I kind of want to get surprised. But based off of what I have seen from the promos and who I really, really like Simone. She is an LA girl, from what I understand. I also really like Got Milk. I haven't learned a lot about Got Milk, but her style, just on her promo picture, is very appealing to me. So I'm gonna keep an eye on those. Those are the two names that I kind of bam. I immediately gravitate towards. And then I also, there's also one girl on there that I knew about her before Drag Race, Candy Muse, because she was House of Aja, and Aja was a contestant on season 9. And, I really like Candy Muse's, vibe, and she's very, the loud, boisterous New Yorker girl, but I don't think she's going to go far. I think she's going to be one of the first outs.
So, I remember when me and Barrett, first started becoming friends, all he would talk about is Drag Race. And then all Cole would talk about is Drag Race. And then I was like, I'm going to set you two in a room. And y'all are going to talk about Drag Race.
I can rattle off Drag Race facts, yeah.
It is the funniest thing on the planet.
At first I was, skeptical. It's oh, Drag Race,
What's not funny about gay men in dresses yelling at each other? What isn't funny about that?
I mean, it, sounded funny, but I was I just, don't know. And I've only watched 2 seasons. But
did you watch? Oh, yeah, you've seen, I watched a little bit of season 2 with you.
Yeah.
And then you started 3.
It's really, really funny. I didn't think that I was, gonna, fall in love with it, but, it's for all people. I think.
And especially these more recent seasons have become a lot more, inclusive to other people. Definitely the early seasons were very tailored towards a certain audience, but I think that they're trying to open up their fan base now.
Yeah.
And now it's all over TikTok, and people are oh my gosh, this is so funny. I'm we knew about that 5 years ago. But okay.
Me and freshman year.
Quick question for both of you. Favorite season?
Favorite season? 2.
Yeah. 2?
Oh,
2 or
season
12.
6.
6 is a good one. I personally am not the biggest fan of 6, but I understand where the love comes from.
Bianca Del Rio is hilarious.
Yes. But
you also season 5 is good, but you have to like the queens that are on it. And if you don't, you won't like season 5.
That was Trixie Mattel's season, right?
No, season 7 was Trixie Mattel.
Season 5 was Alaska and
season
Katya
5 is also not Katya.
Detox.
I mean, I totally know my Drag Race, as y'all can tell.
You're probably thinking of All Stars 2.
Oh.
Because
season 5 was Party City.
All Stars 2. Oh, no. Season 5 was not a Party City. Season 4
was Party City.
All Stars 2 had All Stars 2 was the top 5 or the top 6 of season 5 minus the winner plus some other girls.
Okay, now that we discussed favorite, what?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
Katya should have won.
Period. Ooh. I think Detox should have won that season.
Oh no, Detox just relied on body.
Detox's final lip sync gave it to me. Katya gave it to me, but Detox gave it to me more. Alaska should not have won that season, though.
No, Katya's verse, though, was the best of that song. Period.
Okay, yes, I will admit, Katya's verse was the best.
Okay, now that we've talked about favorite seasons, I want to know your top 3 drag queens.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Just name them. I want to know. The world wants to know.
You want to go first, Cole?
I was going to ask you if we were going to go first. Okay.
Okay, I can go first.
Okay, let me think a little bit.
I am a fan of Shea Coulee.
So she'd be number 3?
There's like a clear number 1, and then there's like
2 and 3
others.
Like kind of tie. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So number 1 is Bianca Del Rio. Period. End of story. Like, love that. Love her to death. 2 is probably Katya.
Okay.
So I love her.
And then 3, like talent wise, Shea. Shea Coulee, she killed it.
That is entirely fair. That Shea stays on her game. I don't think that there has been. I think I can only think of one episode of Drag Race in general where Shea was not on her game.
But
actually,
then
2. I can think of 2.
It's so hard for me because there's so many other ones. Like just like watching it, like love Detox, love Trixie, love like Dayla.
Ooh, I forgot about Dayla.
Miss Shangela, Alyssa Edwards, Violet Chachki, Shasha Velour.
You're naming so many queens that's making me rethink. Okay.
Like there's so many old ones that were so good and are still influential today.
Yes. Okay. I would definitely say in no particular order because I do not like...
Nope. You need to put it in an order.
Okay. I can give you, like Barrett said, I can give you a clear number 1, but 2 and 3 are muddy.
Okay.
Clear number 1, Bob the Drag Queen. I love him. Mm-hmm. I think that funny. In my personal opinion, Bob is the best winner. Out of all 12 winners that we've had so far, Bob is easily the best winner. Mm-hmm. I know what you're thinking right now, but let me finish. So then 2 and 3, I would definitely say it's like Jujubee. She's really...
I love Jujubee!
I'm a Jujubee stan. I love her with all of my heart. Favorite moment, easy, season 2 reading challenge.
Oh, Legs and Dairy?
Legs and Dairy. And then number 2/3, part 2, I would definitely say I really enjoy Aquaria. Like, I really enjoy her, like, stupid humor.
Aquaria's funny.
Aquaria is funny. And, like, Melania Trump's Snatch Game, mwah. Perfect choice.
Oh, I'm talking about her look when she came back for the finale for the season after she won. That Phoenix.
The season 11 finale. Oh, my God.
Can I say my 3 favorite ones, but barely knowing anything about Drag Race?
Okay.
I'm sure it's gonna be basic, but you can go ahead.
It's gonna be so basic. So
I'm gonna guess them in my head and see if I get it.
I don't remember this one's name. We're gonna start with that. It's the one.
Give me a moment. I'll tell you.
That didn't take it seriously. Do you remember who it was? It started with a T, I think.
Are you talking about Tyra?
No, not Tyra.
I was about to say Tyra threatened to bomb drag.
I love Tyra though. No.
Yeah, Tatiana.
The one with like the curly hair. No, not Tatiana. I hated Tatiana.
Oh, I love her.
You haven't seen All Stars 2.
Choices.
She hasn't seen All Stars 2.
She was in Trixie Mattel's music video, like as a joke. Oh, what's her name?
Nicole Paige Brooks?
No.
A T?
I'm gonna have to like.
Wait, give me a little bit more. Like, what do you remember from her season?
I think she was on season 2. She got voted off, like, first, I think.
First off of season 2 was Shangela.
Oh, maybe not.
Hallelujah.
Who is it?
Tyra, Raven, Jujubee, Tatiana, Pandora's
Box. I love
Box.
Raven. Okay, I love Raven.
Are you talking about Morgan McMichaels?
No,
I don't think she's talking about Morgan. Sonique?
No, it's the one that, like...
We're naming literally every season 2 girl here.
I know, but I just can't remember. Hang on.
I'm trying to pull up names.
I'm thinking right now, yeah.
Hang on.
Are you sure you're not thinking of season 3?
So, we're gonna pause that one.
Well, season 3 doesn't have anybody with a T. Okay, so say your next two while you're trying to figure out who it is.
So, my second number 2 would be Jujubee.
Okay.
Love Jujubee. And then my number 1, honestly, Katya.
She's so funny.
She is hilarious.
Like, she's... Tammy Brown!
That's season 1.
Oh, my.
Change your costume, me, change it around.
Teleport us to Mars.
Come on, tell me. Teleport us to Mars. Oh, my God. Tammy
Brown.
Tammy MF Brown.
She didn't even know where she was. She thought she was on a reality TV show.
Oh. Did we hang up on Barrett?
And hold.
I think we hung up on Barrett.
Pause. We ended up hanging on Barrett. I think Cole hung up on you.
I took the AirPod out on accident and it fell.
And I was hung up on, period.
We're leaving this in, by the way.
Okay.
That was kind of iconic.
On my side, it just, like, went silent. I was like, what is happening?
Tammy Brown.
Okay,
Back to Tammy Brown.
So you said Tammy Brown, Jujubee, Katya.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and I said...
But can I do some honorable mentions?
Okay.
Raven.
Okay.
The one thank you. Who is she?
Tatiana.
Funny.
Okay.
But not my favorite.
You need to watch All Stars 2 to truly appreciate
She's
Tatiana.
so funny in All Stars 2.
She is hilarious.
Trixie Mattel.
Okay.
That's basic, but best.
Okay.
No cap.
The truth.
That's all I can... Oh! First one that got voted off of season 1. Who's that?
Pork chop?
Pork
Yeah.
chop?
You like pork chop? Okay, I mean, I guess.
My favorite thing about Pork Chop is when Bianca Del Rio's opening for season 7 and she's like...
Oh my God.
Pork chop, big and greasy. I like it. You stay consistent. And then everybody just, like, dying laughing.
Pork chop is the only joke that has stayed constant throughout all 12 seasons so far of Drag Race. Pork chop lives forever.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Or Michelle. Michelle Visage.
Oh.
She just will never die.
Okay, you sent me the topic of what's it called, my favorite moments of Drag Race.
Mm-hmm.
And I want you to know that I went through every single season in my head and I have an answer for every single season.
Give me your favorite one. Just one.
Oh.
Yeah, top one.
Top. All-time favorite moment of Drag Race? Okay, I have to give you 2 answers. I can't. I'll give you
let me split it up for you, Cole.
Okay.
Give me all-time favorite in terms of, like, happy top moment, like, yes, like, happy top
moment, yes. Okay.
Give me favorite fight from Drag Race, because those are 2 very different categories.
Yes, that's what I was going to say fights and then my favorite moment.
Okay.
My favorite moment from Drag Race is probably season 9 finale, So Emotional, Sasha Velour versus Shea Coulee. All-time favorite moment that I remember.
Is that the one with the wig comes off?
Yes, the wig,
you
rose petals.
Took that out of my mouth.
That's
what I was gonna say.
That is easily my, like, I have dreams about that moment sometimes. Like, I remember watching it live in my freshman year. We had just finished freshman year, and I remember I was in my bedroom, and I remember watching Sasha pull the wig off, and oh my God, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
So, for those of you that don't know, Drag Race, they do lip syncs. So, you are given a song and you have to perform a lip sync, whatever. What was her name that pulled off the wig?
Sasha Velour.
Sasha Velour. So, she's singing, she's, like, belting it out, and she pulls off her wig, rose petals, and falls to the ground. I agree. It was pretty, like, good, like...
And then
she solidified her win.
Ooh,
yes.
Yes. And then my favorite fight is the Sugar Daddy fight. Season 3.
Oh,
Shangela versus Mimi I'm First. I don't know if I can still... I might be able to still quote. I'm not going to.
If I want a Sugar Daddy, I could get one. Because you know what? I am that girl. I am sickening.
I have a video somewhere of me, like, going on, like, just the entire thing. That is probably my favorite fight. And Season 3 Shangela isn't my favorite, but that moment is my favorite Shangela moment. Easy.
My favorite moment is to change your costume, change it around.
Mimi I'm First.
Which is also against Mimi I'm First.
Yeah. Mimi I'm First. When she gets attacked, the moments are iconic.
Even the drag is not a contact sport is funny.
Oh my god. You're right. Drag is not a contact. Mimi I'm First picked up a girl during a lip sync.
Alexis, no, it wasn't Alexis Mateo. It was India Farah.
India Farah picks her up, puts her over her shoulders, and carries her to the back of the stage while India is screaming for help. Iconic.
Barrett, what's your favorite moment?
Same answer, same categories.
Yeah,
favorite moment and then fight.
Favorite moment is... So I'm going to not say the one that Cole said because Cole, like, covered my top moment. But on top of that, I like all the confessionals. They're so funny. My favorite moment, probably, and I think about this all the time, is the one with Valentina, where she's like, "This is confessional look 2.0 on All Stars 3."
Oh my god!
And she has her beret, and she is describing the whole situation. She just, for me, was so funny, and she's like, "These aren't fantasies. If I think them, they are real, and that is my reality." I was like, "Okay, work."
Valentina,
she's fabulous. So
I aspire to be as blissfully ignorant as Valentina is, because she is on her own, like, she's in her own dimension. She lives above all of us.
Yeah, she killed it. And then, she had her fallout with her, "I'd like to keep it on, please." No, you wouldn't like to keep it on. Take it off. Lose. But she took it off and lost anyways. And then she came back in All Stars and was like, "Let me show you I can sing." Ooh. And she did.
She did. I do remember watching the All Stars 4. It's Monet Exchange versus Valentina. And I remember, it's the So Into You lip sync. And I remember watching it and being like, oh my god, Valentina is beating Monet in a lip sync. Because Valentina, she killed it.
That happened, but then remember before that, in the All-Stars talent show competition, she comes out with a mask on, and, like, the music's playing, and she's like, "I'd like to take it off, please." And then she, like, throws it, and then busts out in some Spanish song, La Prueba de Toda, and she, like, crushes the stage. And I was like, okay, I'm here for you this season.
I'm sorry, we just started talking about Valentina. I need to change my answer for the fight. My favorite fight, all-time favorite fight of Drag Race, this just reminded me, the Season 9 reunion. That whole reunion was a mess, and it is the funniest thing.
You're upset. I'm not upset. And then
Shay's like, do I look upset to you?
Do I look upset to you?
Oh. Come on, Miss Fan Favorite. Valentina started the reason why we don't vote for Miss Congeniality anymore.
What's the other one's name? You know exactly what I'm talking about, the blonde that looks like...
You don't love me. Pheromone. Oh my god.
Yes, Farrah, you don't love me. Farrah, I love you. You don't love me. Oh, shut up, Farrah.
And then they put them on the same All-Star season.
That's just
and then they were like, kind of friends, but not friends. It was weird. My favorite fight moment, though, is All-Stars 2 with... Fifi O'Hara versus Alyssa Edwards with the mirror face crack
The face crack of this... I was trying to think. Oh my god, the face crack of the century.
And the whole time, it's just so funny because all the confessionals are happening like in between there because all the girls other than Fifi are having reactions. And you have like Detox sticking her foot in her mouth. You have Roxy Andrews who's like, you remember in high school when you were on the phone and your friend asked you what you think about her? And you say, oh, I don't like that girl. And then she tells you that you're on three-way with her. This is that three-way type crack. They just were so funny. And then, like, Tatiana comes back. Like, everybody's back. And Alyssa just lays into Fifi. And Fifi's an idiot.
So, I'm going to explain this to Jenna. So, what happened was... So, Fifi O'Hara had just eliminated Alyssa Edwards off the show.
Right.
And everybody thought... Alyssa should not have gone home that episode, period. Like,
no.
Fifi just had something against Alyssa.
But Fifi's a snake.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's gotten better. Now it's Jeremy. She's reborn. She actually does good show. Like, I enjoy Jeremy's drag now. However, All Stars 2 was not her moment. So she eliminates Alyssa. They go back. And you know how, like, when they go back, they start talking about the girl. And they're like, oh my god, we miss her.
Yeah.
And Fifi was just going off. She was like, I was tired of hearing about her. I was tired of hearing all the judges love her just because she's Alyssa. And then at that exact moment, the lights behind the two-way mirror, that is the mirror, like the mirror that the message is written on, the lights go out. And all of the eliminated girls are staying there, including Alyssa, who is staring Fifi right in the eyes. And Alyssa heard every single moment of it. And then they come out, and Alyssa's like, so Fifi, you had a lot to say about me. That crap.
And Fifi goes, quiet.
Yeah, that's like the most silent that Fifi has been.
Insane. Oh my god.
That is a pretty iconic moment, I will admit.
Okay.
And they like lay into one another. It was good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you and Cole bond over Drag Race. But me and Cole
what's
have
your
a show
favorite moments, Jenna?
On Drag Race?
Yeah, you have to give us your favorite moments that you've seen.
I mean, I know you've been on TikTok and seen some fights, and me and Cole have definitely showed you compilations of fights.
Uh-huh.
You know, my favorite one has to be, you said her earlier. Was it
Tammy Brown?
No, not Tammy Brown. Other T from season 2.
Tatiana?
Deep voice.
Oh, Tyra?
Tyra.
The winner?
Doing Beyonce, like, singing the whole time. Do y'all remember that?
During the wedding challenge, yes.
Yes.
She was singing Beyonce. Oh, that was so funny to me.
Tyra.
Tyra's funny. So is
Tyra
Raven.
threatened to blow up DragCon.
I mean, I would too.
I
do it for a check.
We don't claim Tyra as her winner anymore. Like, Tyra does not want anything to do with Drag Race anymore.
So funny. Anyway. Yeah, I need to watch more Drag Race, but Cole and I have another show that we've been binging for like the past like half a year.
Yeah,
honestly.
we've been on and off watching it. Anytime Jenna comes over, we try to watch it.
Flavor of Love
with Flavor Flav.
Have you ever seen it, Barrett?
No say.
We will need to all get together at one point. And
it's like The Bachelor, but with hood girls and a rapper, and it's
So it's Love Island.
It's like Love Island, but like
raunchy.
Raunchy, yeah.
This is filmed in like 2006. Flavor Flav, rapper from Public Enemy, was like, I want to find me a girl. So brings all the girls back to his mansion. Doesn't call them by their real names.
He gives them all nicknames.
Like Hoops. We got
New
Hottie,
York, Pumpkin.
New York, Pumpkin, and they
Oysters.
do like, it's basically The Bachelor, just like really ghetto. Favorite season is when, was it?
Well, there's only 2 seasons.
Hoops tried to cook the chicken in the microwave.
I think it was Hoops.
They were doing Flavor Flav loves fried chicken, so they were like, okay, well, you're gonna take this chicken and you're gonna make fried chicken, and whoever makes the best one's the winner. Hoops is a vegetarian. And so she puts
carrots, celery.
Yeah, like stuffs it like a Thanksgiving chicken or a turkey, but it's a chicken, and puts it in the microwave. And she's
yeah.
There's gonna be no frying oil, so it's gonna be healthier, and then the microwave's gonna kill all the bacteria on the chicken, so it'll be healthy to eat. Like what? Like that was a real show.
I cannot believe that she believed that she was going somewhere with that.
Or the scene where Pumpkin spits on New York.
Yes, New York. Tiffany New York Pollard. She's in the... Have you seen that? She's in the media for some... She's getting canceled right now.
It doesn't surprise me, honestly.
But
so Pumpkin gets voted off. Flavor Flav.
Mind you, this is top 3. Like, this is the elimination to see who the top 2 is.
He's obsessed with clocks, and so he gives the girl, like, instead of roses, he hands out, like, giant, like, medallion clocks. And Pumpkin got voted off.
This sounds stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid, but it's
so
literally
funny.
the funniest thing.
So he hands her a clock, and she's like, hands New York a clock, and is like, Pumpkin, your time has run out. I guess that's my favorite line of the show. But
I would skip. That's gross.
Well, Pumpkin, like, starts going off, and New York's like, you want to fight? New York's like, you want to fight? Pumpkin spits on New York.
Yes!
Like, walking out of the room.
And New York, like, she gets off of her podium, starts running towards Pumpkin, grabs her by the back of her hair, pushes her.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh
my god.
And then she goes, her breath smelled like straight up. We can't say the other word, but it was so funny. And she's like, "Oh, y'all smell this? It smells so bad."
And then in the entire time this is going on, both their confessionals are going on. In Pumpkin's confessional, she's running away from the cameras because she does not want to be there anymore. She's like, "I'm done with this. I don't want to do this show anymore." And then in New York's confessional, she's like, "I want to fight that. I need to." And she's like going off, and they told her that she was gonna get to go out in the parking lot and fight her. And they let her clean herself off, and then she, like, gets ready to go fight, and they're like, "No, we were joking. You actually can't go fight her."
It's an experience. We're all getting together this summer, and we're going to binge watch Flavor of Love.
Pool party at Cole's house.
Can I wait? Can I not? Is there an opt-out option?
No,
you're required.
You're going to be obsessed. Me and my family were talking about this on Christmas Day. Like, we're playing a game, and I was playing this playlist that had a Public Enemy song in it. My dad's like, "Oh my god, Public Enemy." And I was like, me and Cole were watching Flavor of Love, and my dad just starts bursting out laughing. He's like, "I remember that show. Like, it was so ghetto." And I showed him, like, some of, like, the clips we talked about. Oh, it's a show for all ages. Anyone above 14.
Maybe bump it up a little bit more.
Anyways, I think that's going to be the end of the podcast.
Barry, really? That's the note you want to end on?
Well, I don't know what else to talk about.
I'm just kidding. Let's
talk about how much I bully Jenna.
But before that, I was going to say, Cole, where can the people find you?
Oh, let me pull up. Okay, I don't know my ads off the top of my head.
First, can I complain while Cole finds it? TikTok is not letting me change my profile picture.
I noticed.
It's not letting anybody do it.
It's my, like, profile picture's, like, the little, like, default one. TikTok, if you're listening, fix it.
Okay. So, you can find me on Instagram at cole.cm.
Uh-huh.
And then my TikTok is at COLEDUHON39. COLEDUHON 39. Somebody is getting murdered.
Yep, sorry if you're here.
Oh, that's an ambulance.
Okay.
And then, my Twitter, follow at your own risk, is at itscoles15.
Perfect.
His Twitter, pretty funny.
I am on private, so get ready to get removed if I don't think you're ready for it.
Anyway.
Y'all ridiculous. Anything you want to leave the people with, Cole, before you head out?
Bring me back on the podcast another time, and we can continue this.
Oh, okay, work. He make demands.
I make demands.
He is like, "Y'all better have me on the podcast." I was like, "How many episodes have you listened to?" And he said 1.
I have listened to all of the episodes.
Yeah,
now.
After I forced you.
You did not force me.
I said you will not be on the podcast
myself.
until you listen to all the episodes.
I took it upon myself to watch all of the episodes.
If you're our biggest fan, you would listen every week.
I do listen every week now. I just kind of fell off because I was busy with finals.
Sure. Anyway, I want to apologize for this being on a Friday, so I guess it's Thirsty Friday today. It was New Year's Eve last night. We're all busy. You know, things happen, but 2021 podcasts, they ain't stopping.
No, they ain't stopping. We are here. We are here, right, Jenna?
Yes.
We are here, like the Who's from Whoville. Is that what that's from?
Yes,
Courtney or something. Oh, okay, me and Cole are on the same track. Jenna, bye.
Okay. Barrett, where can they find you?
Oh, you can find me, Barrett.Kerr_ on Instagram, Barrett Kerr on TikTok, and I think I'm just Barrett_Kerr_ on Twitter, but don't quote me on that. You can go look at a different episode and find that, because I'm not ever on Twitter.
It's in our
Where can they find you?
In our Instagram. Let's just say that. So, you can find me on Instagram at Jenna.Cook, on Twitter at Jenna Nicole Cook, and on TikTok at JennaCook809. Remember, Cook is spelled K-O-C-K.
I was about to say,
we didn't even get into that.
No, we're not talking about that today.
Jenna's last name is
That's a conversation for a different time.
Let's just say Jenna's last name is not Cook.
Whatever.
Period.
So, thank you so much for being on the podcast, Cole. I hope it was the time of your life.
It was.
Yes, Cole, we love you here on the podcast.
Oh, yes.
I loved being here.
So you can listen to Thirsty Thursday anywhere you can find podcasts. Click our link tree in our Instagram bio at Thirsty Thursday. There's literally... If y'all don't have, like, Spotify or Apple Music, you can find a way to listen to this, so...
It's everywhere, period.
Figure it out.
There is no excuses.
There ain't no excuses for you people. There ain't no excuses for everybody.
Last question for Cole. Teabags or teacups?
I have been on the teabag train since it started.
Thank you.
Fell in love with the name.
You're like 3-0 right now. Or 0-3 right now.
No, Emma was on my side. I'm gonna stick with that. Period. Miss Emma Platt, she a real one.
Teabags just hits.
Anyway,
no, it does not. But okay.
Okay.
We hope that y'all have a great New Year's Day. Start 2021 off right.
With a bang.
Stick to those resolutions if you made any. If not, no biggie. You can always start resolutions at any time of the year. No need to wait for the first of the year. Anything else, Barrett?
It's gonna be a great year. 2020 year in the past, we gonna forget you.
Amen.
Period. And with that, I think we are done here at Thirsty Thursday. We love y'all on the podcast, and we will see y'all next week. Bye, Jenna.
Bye, Barrett. Bye, Cole.
Bye.
Bye, Cole.